Hey, thanks for joining us on another episode of Get to Know. I'm excited to have our guest with us today, Miss Kelsey. Kelsey, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself?
I'm Kelsey Watson. I'm a senior in high school and I'm 18 and I go to Genesis Christian Academy.
Genesis Christian Academy. All right. And a senior. What is that like in the midst of COVID-19?
Um, it's not good. A lot of people have like sympathy, like a lot of people aren't giving me a hard time or anything about it. But it's hard because you expect a lot of things, especially like your last semester, or especially for like people in track, like Lauren and I are both in track. You're expecting a lot, and then we were going up and building the anticipation of like the season or the end of the school year, and then we just don't get that. Like we don't get to participate in what everybody else said. Oh, this is like the best year of school for me, and we just don't get to like participate in that.
Yeah,
It sort of sucks to
I
have that like
totally.
fear of missing out of what everybody else got to do.
Are there any pros to COVID-19 when it comes to your senior year?
Um, I have a lot more time to do school. I have a lot more time to work. That's good. I'm working actually a lot more because I still work at Arby's. So like I'm essential, but
Sure.
I get to take time. I get to spend time with my family. I get to like go on walks and stuff. That's not bad.
Okay. All right. So clearly, then you have a job working at Arby's. Is that the only job you have?
I work at the Croc Center too, but I can't work there right now because there's only one department that's open, and I'm not a part of that department.
All right. Good. And for those who may be watching who have no idea what in the world is a Croc Center, a Croc Center it's a Salvation Army, but it's kind of a special Salvation Army. There's actually only a number of Croc Centers across the U.S. Fun fact for Ashland, Ohio. There you go. We were actually, here you go. You worked at the Croc Center. Did you know we were one of the first Croc Centers in the U.S.? Us and San Francisco.
Yeah, they made us watch a lot of videos in the beginning about it.
There you go. And somehow Ashland, Ohio landed it. So,
A lot of ours are like a lot of the ones are like big though. Like some have like ice skating rinks or something. I'm like, where's ours?
yeah, well, to be announced, it's coming. What do you do at the Croc Center?
I work in recreation, so I'll work with like the after school kids and I'll work birthday parties. And I did croc soccer for a while, so I was like reffing or doing concession stand, just like recreation stuff.
Okay. So, on a regular basis, aside from COVID-19, how many hours do you work at the Croc Center? And then how many hours do you work at Arby's?
I try to balance it, so I'll work probably like 10 to 15 of at Arby's in like the beginning of the week, and then I can't work Wednesdays at all, so then I'll work like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, all at the Croc Center. So I'll try to work 20. I try to work 10 hours on Saturday usually. But
Okay. All right. So, here's the question in working two jobs. What are you doing with your money?
oh, I'm saving it. I don't spend like any of my money. I'm saving it for college.
Okay. All right. And college, what are you looking to go for college, and where are you thinking of going?
I applied to, and I got into PCC, and I applied for finance with a marketing minor. I might change that, but something in marketing or finance.
All right. That's that. Now, have you always liked finance? Has that always been?
Yeah, you know my dad. He's the finance guy. That stuff has always been super interesting to me. I mean, I've thought through a lot of other stuff. Like, I would love to be like a teacher, or I would love to like go into law, but I think this is my number one.
Okay. Good. All right. So, what about hobbies? That's obviously something that drives you is working with numbers. But what about hobbies?
I work out like a lot and I love doing sports. So I work out probably like 6 times a week and then I train a lot for sports. So like I'm in track and volleyball. And I like reading a lot. Reading is good. Drawing is fun. Painting is fun. I'm not really good at it, but it's fun to do. And I love going on walks and hiking. And there was something else, but I forget what it was. Oh, I just learned how to crochet. So Elena, Aaron, and I are all making like baby hats.
All right. And
We're gonna donate them.
that is your quarantine project,
Hmm.
crocheting. All right, there you go. Well, you're so it sounds very active. You mentioned sports, but then you also mentioned earlier track. What all sports are you involved in?
Track and volleyball, but I played soccer for a while before high school.
Okay. How long have you been doing volleyball?
6 years. Yeah, 6 years, and then I've been doing track for 5.
Okay. What do you participate in track?
I throw, so I do shot put and disc. I'm not a
Okay.
runner.
Not a runner, but you like
Mm-mm,
to
not
walk.
fast. I do like to walk. I don't like to run. I ran the other day. It wasn't fun.
Okay. All right. Um, volleyball. That's well. Let me say this. I asked this question I think one other time. Um, it's pretty standard when it comes to high school, but I gotta double check here. Overhand serve, or this whole little.
Overhand serve. If you underhand serve in high school, people will laugh at you.
I know, and it's not good.
Mm.
Are you in favor of? For me, it's a new rule. For you, it's not. Are you in favor of if it hits the net on a serve, you continue to play?
Oh yeah, we've always played it like that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like it's even like the little like dirty birds, which will just like go over the net and then just like drop.
I know. I get you. In soccer, when you played soccer, what position did you play?
I played goalie for the first couple of years, and then I was striker for a while, and then I just went in between those.
Okay. All right. So striker. So did you have a lot of goals?
I don't know, maybe I don't remember.
I got you. All right.
Probably. I played until I was like 12, but
Okay.
I loved it. I played like 3 seasons a year for a while.
What is something that maybe your peers watching this video, what is something that they may not know about you?
Um, I don't know. I'm sort of like known as like the blonde in youth group, but I'm actually a really good writer. Like I get good grades. Like I have a 4.0 right now, and I love writing. I had to keep a blog a little while for composition, and I started writing in it. And I literally sometimes I'll just go there to write. I love writing. Like if I could pick like my dream job, that would be my dream job. Just like writing.
But instead you're looking to write numbers. So there's that. That's good. So writing. What do you write? Are we talking short stories? Are we talking poems? What is your preferred?
The I like more creative writing, so I like writing based on like anything that you can give me, but mostly like based on like topics or like opinions and stuff like that. But I also like did sort of like a lifestyle type blog. That's what I had to keep up for my composition class, and that
Okay.
was so much fun. It was sort of like a Christian lifestyle blog, so I had to pick like Christian topics and then like give like my opinion and stuff on them. So like one of them was like, how do I deal with like this, or how do I deal with like depression or anxiety or something like that.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. So things that would sounds like things that could cause controversy on social media when you post just here's my opinion and I'm going to put it out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but in a blog setting, it's a different story. Blogs are supposed to be just your opinions. All right. So we've gone through some hobbies, we've gone through some interest for career. Let's talk a little bit about church. How long have you been coming to Calvary Baptist Church?
18 years, my
Hey,
whole life. I know a lot of people say that, but
it's the truth, and it's okay. You got to speak the truth. So your whole life you have been coming. If you could pinpoint one thing that stands out about our church, and you would say that is my favorite, what would it be?
um the how genuine people are. You don't
Okay.
get that in a lot of churches. And like a big thing for me, what I like really love about our church is like the children's program. Like nothing against like the teen program, but like the children's program, like what Mr. Rick like did, like that's when I got saved. That's just like outstanding how good that's going for our church. Like how many kids we have there. I love them all.
Yeah, it is. It's really exciting and it's fun to see. And be it, yeah, even Sundays now when we have church, even Sundays where junior church is packed out, it's pretty fun to see. So, and then, yeah, when we have the Awana program as well, I mean, that's a big program for our church. So the emphasis on young people is definitely there. What ministries are you involved in at church?
I'm in choir. That's pretty much a full-time job with how Pastor Josh works us. But I like working in children's classes. My favorite is either junior church or 4s and 5s. I mean, little kids are good too, but I like working with like where they can understand like what I'm saying or what I'm like teaching, and we can like talk about it.
Yeah, I totally get that. Being in choir, what is your favorite song our choir sings?
Oh, it's we just sang it the other day. What is it called?
I mean, it's been a while. We haven't had church
It's
in a while, but
well, yeah, not really the other day. It's Psalm 23 is one of my favorite ones right now. But, like my all-time favorite one is
I would
can I
help
come back
you.
to you? I forget what okay, no, I know what it is.
I would
I
help
just
you, but in now with Sunday mornings, I'm always in junior church. I don't even know what the choir sings anymore. So,
it's an older like we've been singing it for a while. But
all
I
right,
forget what it is. We'll come back to this.
come back to it.
But
What's your
Psalm
favorite?
23
What's
is
your
like
favorite
one.
song overall? How about that? What's your favorite? Not that the choir sings. What's your favorite song right now? I know
Oh,
it's ever
my
changing.
favorite song right now, is probably I think I told you about this, His Name by Urban Rescue. I love that song.
Okay.
Or
All right.
there's like a couple like newer Christian songs that I like. I really like. I really like the genuine like Christian songs, like "Out of Hiding" by Stephanie something. I really like that song too.
I got
Yeah.
it. I'm all about. I mean, clearly, you see that you know the songs we sing in youth group, so I'm all about those songs as well. I get that. Um, Tell me this: do you know the Lord is your Savior?
Yes.
And tell me a little bit about that experience and how that came to be.
I got saved in junior church with Mrs. Rife, and I like remember like in the old building with the old chairs. I remember where it was at, but I doubted it for like a while, like a long time since I was littler. I think it was 5 or 6 when I got like saved and baptized. So then when I was 12 at the Buckeye Harvest Rally, I don't even think I was like supposed to be there because I wasn't in youth group, but I just went, and it was they were preaching there, and they were preaching about hell, and it was um uh, um I forget who it was. Okay, but it was in 2012, and they were teaching about hell, and I got so scared, and then I got reassurance of my salvation there, and like ever since then, rock solid. Like we're good.
Awesome. Yeah, to put away those doubts and those questions, it's a big thing.
Oh,
And
it
then
was Pastor Shetler. That's who it was.
that wasn't very hard. That's an easy one. But yes, it's good. It's a very good thing to have that just comfort of knowing that it is settled. So, good. Thanks for sharing.
Oh, wait, the song is Jesus Firm Foundation. That's what it is.
Oh, come on. Yeah, that's an easy one. I mean, like an easy one to remember. Our choir has been singing it for a while. So,
Hmm.
all right, good. That's a favorite. What is a life lesson here? What's a life lesson you wish you would have learned earlier than you did?
Um, it's not all about you. So especially like when you're like scared to like go up to somebody in youth group or scared to like do something, focus on what God wants you to do. Like it will all work out. Don't worry about like how you come across or if you're nervous or anything about it, but like worry about what God wants for you because it doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. Like don't worry about people's opinions of you as long as you're good with God.
That's good. That's good. All right. How about a favorite Bible story?
Oh, David, for sure. Psalm's one of my favorite books, and David's my favorite Bible character like overall ever.
Okay.
And it's not like it's not like the stone and Goliath. That's not like my favorite like story. But like the struggle that David had with like anxiety and how he was still like a man after God's own heart, even though he did like bad things and was like doubting God, and like you can like read it in Psalms, his strong faith with God. And I love that.
Good. That's a good thing to reference. Do you have a favorite verse?
Yeah, but it's not in Psalm. It's First Peter 4:8. Above all things, have fervent charity, for charity covereth the multitude of sins.
Why is that your favorite verse?
The first time I like actually like really dug into that was in a ladies' conference when we went to Kalahari, and that was like one of the main. I think it was 2 years ago. It was one of the main like verses for that. And just having like charity and love in every situation before you react. And that's something we talked about. Like we can just react sometimes and we won't think about how it like impacts other people. So I made that my verse for the year last year, and it's just been my favorite verse since.
Okay, good. In 18 years of being in the church, who is your favorite speaker?
Either Kenny Baldwin or Lou Baldwin.
Okay. All right. Very good.
Fantastic. I loved it.
All right, let's go into some favorites here beyond that. Favorite color?
Maroon.
Ooh, maroon. Haven't gotten that one before. Favorite candy bar?
M&M's, but it's not really a candy bar.
It's not.
It's
That's
candy.
controversial.
It's a lifestyle.
Okay. All right. Pepsi or Coke?
Coke, but I don't really like Pepsi or Coke that much.
All right. Apple or Android?
Apple.
Ouch.
I had both too.
Yeah? All
now
right.
I have an iPhone and I see the light.
I don't know that I buy that. What has been your favorite all-time youth activity?
Oh, I don't know. Some of the smaller ones can be really fun because it's like us like just as a youth group. I mean, the all-nighter of course is like amazing every time we do it, but like some of the smaller ones are just so much fun when we have like everybody together and like come together like as like a family like youth group. I don't know. I don't want to say toddler time. I don't know if that was my actual favorite one, but that's like one that I can like remember that was so much fun.
Yeah.
Because it was just like all of us like together like as family. I love
it is. Playing toddler games. That has been, that has been
and Nina bit me.
Yeah, I do recall that actually. Good.
I'm
Wonderful.
rabies now.
If you had a large sum of money, about $500 given to you, how would you spend it? Can't say save it. The question was how would you spend it?
Yeah, I know. How would you spend it? Okay. I would probably buy, I don't know, I'd buy some like workout stuff. Maybe I would like buy like a weight rack and put it in my basement. Or I'd buy like clothes. It's really basic, like girl answer, but I like clothes a lot.
It is very basic. All right, last question, because I know some of the situation in your home. If you could pick, not if you were assigned here, if you could pick your dream car, what would you pick?
I don't know. Okay, probably just like reasonable dream car would be a Jeep, a white Jeep. A Jeep like
Two-door, four-door?
What?
Two-door, four-door?
Two-door.
All right. Okay. Jeeps are known to be standard, stick shift, automatic. What are you thinking?
I'll have to learn how to drive that because I don't. I only know how to drive a manual.
All right. And since you just brought that in, I know I said last question, but since you just took a sip of coffee, what is your go-to coffee order? From where?
This isn't, I drink Dunkin', okay? This is just a Starbucks cup.
All I'm asking is, where would you get your preferred coffee? Where would it be, and what is the drink order?
Dunkin', and I like my coffee to like taste like coffee, so I get one cream, and I get vanilla, like French vanilla. That's it.
That's it. All right. Well, there you have it.
No sugar.
Now everybody knows what your drink is. Yeah, but you say no sugar.
No added sugar.
Yeah, the flavor has sugar in it.
Yeah, but that's the flavor. Like if you just like add sugar, it's just like
okay.
Sugar.
So instead of adding sugar, you're gonna add chemical, and that's what tastes good. Okay. All right. I'm just making sure I got you clearly.
Arrested.
Good. All right. Well, I appreciate you taking the time to do this interview, and I hope that those watching have gotten to know you just a little bit better. Thus, the reason it's called Get to Know. But before we close, let me ask, do you have any other pieces of wisdom that you would like to share to people watching?
Take your time. It goes really fast. Have good friends. They will get you through everything, and try to be nice to everybody. For real, you don't know how you could impact somebody's life. Just be nice to everybody.
So a threefold wisdom share at the end. Take your time. What was the second one? You don't remember.
I don't remember.
Be nice was the third one.
Yeah.
But there it is. And soak it up. Definitely good advice coming from one of our seniors here at Calvary Students. So, well, again, thank you so much for taking the time to watch, and we hope to catch you on the next episode of Get to Know.